Sunday Showcase, made possible by a public service grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and Bristol Myers Company in association with its divisions.
Yeah. All rise, open your eyes, no need to explain. I got a homie from the east and I'ma tell you his name. Never hang around lames, that's a part of his game. And if you show deep respect, he'll show you the same. Jeff undercard boxing, shook the world when he came. A lot of cats is playing, but his hands are insane. You can get steamrolled if you stand in the way. He a yardie from Flatbush, you cowards his cat puss. We used to feud like Bishop and Q, but he'll fuck you up quick if I give him the cue. From the city of Midwood, the south central part of New York, next to Bensonhurst and Borough Park. If it's a problem, don't even say shit. Just face this when you come across the Bay Bridge. No tolerance for BS or fake kids. Your blood clot crying. Just stop trying. Is Jeff Undercard prepared for the assignment? He bringing a appliance so cowards can't fight it. He might yoke you up if he feels slighted. He's spreading out toxins. It's undercard boxing. Yeah. Mad love and respect to my brother, man.
To the brother, man, from the motherland.
Yeah, I love that intro, bro. I love that intro.
We here. Salute, 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 yo.
I'm about to come on camera in 2 seconds. I'm just trying to find my other.
Take your time. First, let's salute everyone in the building. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button. Last week we had a top rank card, and a new 154-pound champion was crowned. And that brought us to getting on the live and talking about who's the best at 154. What are some possible matchups to make? One of the hottest divisions in boxing right now because of the possibilities of matchups. Who can do what with who? Whose style fares well against who? And a lot of guys who are not actively fighting, but currently are in 154 pounds, and the possibility of seeing them take the stage against some of the champions. So just for anyone who's joining us for the first time, the WBO champion is Xander Zayas. He just won his belt yesterday, defeating Garcia, the youngest champion in boxing at 22 years old, which is exactly what Top Rank pretty much wanted for him when they signed him to that contract. They wanted him to be a champion. They wanted him to excel. And, they put their money behind it. And we know the WBO is whatever Bob orders. Exactly the reason why you.
That's a fact, bro.
Now we have the IBF champion, Bakrum Matazaliev, who defeated Tim Tszyu by a devastating knockout. He has been ordered to defend his belt versus Erickson Lubin, the Hammer. I'm not sure what's going on with that fight, but I think that's a good, solid matchup. Favor Bakrum because of his punching power, but Lubin, slick, has been in some wars. He's educated, so maybe he can figure some stuff out while applying the right amount of pressure. We also have the WBA champion, Terrence Bud Crawford, who won a fight at 154. But as we know, in September, we'll be moving to 168 pounds to fight Canelo Alvarez, which will force him to vacate that belt because he can't fight at 168 and still retain his 154 pounds, especially that he's also been inactive for over a year since he won that belt, beating Madrimov by, I believe, split or UD decision.
Who?
We have Terrence Crawford, but Bud Crawford.
Oh yeah, I think it was split decision.
Split decision. We also have Sebastian Fundora, the WBC champion.
Majority, if I'm being honest, but it was split.
It was a close competitive fight. We saw that his power. I'm here.
Is that me or is that you?
You're not cutting out. I hear you perfectly fine. You're not even glitching.
I was just trying to switch up. I was trying to switch up the background. You feel me?
Now you gotta go back inside because you frozen now. You may need to like
Let me
choose
I'm gonna head back
closest
inside,
to the
bro.
router. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So we have Sebastian Fundora, the WBC champion, who just defended his belt a week ago versus Tim Tszyu in a what was called a controversial fight because Tim Tszyu was winning the initial first fight, and then an elbow caused Tim Tszyu to get a cut on his head. He still fought the entire fight, but it was bloody, it was messy. He couldn't see out of one of his eyes, and Sebastian Fundora won the belt. Dapper Douglas, salute my brother. Yeah, we're gonna discuss all of the players at 154, but I definitely like that one as well. Um,
I missed it. I missed it. What he said.
you said Fundora. I think Inter comes out of come out to play. The
Yes.
best at 154. I guess he's
You
answering the question for us.
and yo,
Um,
remember I said that
wi-
last night. I
yes, you
said,
did. I
you
mean,
know what I
that's
mean?
why we got to discuss it. And before we jump off the champions, I wanted to speak about the interim guys because these guys who are right in the position to challenge for that belt. So you have Yoenis Tellez, who is the WBA junior middleweight interim champion.
He's good.
Tellez, who beat J Rock. He's
He's good.
Spanish. He works with I think it's Salas or it's what's my other guy? That works with
Not Salida.
yeah,
Tall white Spanish guy.
yes.
Slick
Yeah,
back
my brain.
hair. Slick back hair. He works with a lot of champions.
Rick said no,
No,
he works
no.
yeah, I know who he's talking about.
Santos.
He works with Ugas, yeah,
Is it
Santos.
Bob
I believe it's
Santos?
Santos. Yeah. And then you have Virgil Ortiz, who's the WBC middleweight interim title holder. So those are the
Virgil
guys,
Ortiz.
yeah, WBC.
Yeah, so super welterweight, not middleweight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Junior middleweight, junior.
Yeah, junior. Thank you.
154,
Hmm.
junior. So with the floor, what do you think about Xander Zayas' performance last week? Let's start there.
Oh, this past weekend, unfortunately, I didn't get to catch it live, but I caught the highlights. And something
Okay.
I've always said about Xander, we probably discussed it before offline. Um, the kid does everything well. I see this fight. I think he got caught a few times more than I've ever seen him get caught, but he
Hmm.
doesn't stop his flow. I think that's something that's going to work with him because this was the first time I think his chin got tested a little bit. That guy was super awkward, very stringy, really
Very
good
flat
body
footed.
tats,
Very flat footed.
very flat
Very
footed.
flat.
And Zayas, I'm gonna be honest, he's like a ballerina. He really does flow in the ring really well. So I
Ring
would
general
give,
shit. Mhm.
yeah, I
Absolutely.
would at 22 years old, if I had to rate it on a A B C D scale, I would probably say like a B minus.
Okay.
Because once again, that guy, whoever he fought, don't know him, never heard of him. However, based on what I saw, he give a lot of guys issues because he doesn't look as good as he is, but
Yeah, I agree with
he's
that.
problematic. And somebody in some comments, one of the comments of the highlights was like, another bum. This guy didn't even have any power, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know about you, but I was hearing them body shots on Zayas, and I was in there saying like, "Yo, how many more of these body shots is Xander going to take before he starts going on his bike?" Because the guy's arms are really long as well. So I think I give him a B minus. My problem still with him is his ferocity, which is different than tenacity.
Okay. Explain.
You see what
Talk
I'm
to me.
saying? So ferocity has to do with your intent behind each punch, i.e., you would say someone like a Tank or Better Biad, Virgil Ortiz, Brian Norman. Those guys are ferocious punchers and
Hmm.
they're tenacious. Tenacity has to do with the effort under stress.
Okay.
Okay, so I would say he had tenacious moments. He was getting clipped, coming back with 3, 4 shots. Fantastic. Devin Haney's not tenacious. When
Right.
he counters eloquently. You know what I'm saying? He counters efficiently, but it's not because he's like, oh, I got to get my get back. You know what I'm saying? And then someone like Virgil Ortiz, he'll get his get back and then some. That's where the ferocity comes in. It goes past the point of being technical. You know, Virgil Ortiz will come back with 3 punches, a lot of intensity, and then he'll add 3 more punches that you know would be risky, and he'll still go at it because he's coming for your head. Xander is like, I got to get my get back so I get my points back. That's how I feel like he fights. But he's tenacious because he's going for it. But
Alicia Baumgartner.
Alicia, yeah, he kind of reminds Alicia Baumgartner.
Just in the sense of how to describe it. Like if someone's trying to watch it visually, it's after I get hit, then I become the aggressor to get my lick back.
Exactly.
But I'm never also initiating that first.
Exactly.
That first.
And even when you think with the Alicia, hers is mixed because she has calculated aggression. But I wouldn't even say she's ferocious. I don't think so at all. And like you said, her tenacity comes when she gets hit. She wants to counter. She wants to hurt you. But she's not vicious. She's not ferocious.
Yeah.
I would say Clarissa Shields is more ferocious because she rattles off 7, 8 punch combinations.
She lets some things go.
Different. She lets it go. I feel like everybody owe her money.
The gentleman that Xander fought, he fought April 25th, and he defeated a good, young, undefeated Charles Conwell to gain his shot in the WBO. I myself called him.
That's who beat Conwell.
Yes.
See?
This is who
a sleeper. He's a sleeper cell.
Correct. He was probably supposed to be a tune-up for Charles Conwell. I mean, I guarantee that Top Rank would have liked to have those 2 fights. Conwell, Xander, Top Rank, keep the money in-house. We keep the money in the same pocket. Hey, here you go.
Yeah.
But this guy upset the apple cart. I myself was unfamiliar with his game. I might have called him a bum in a couple of Twitter exchanges. But as I can see from his record, of course. I mean, first, it's Top Rank, so I know how the matchmaking. That guy's a Hall of Fame matchmaker. So he's going. Not Bob, the guy who got. They tell you right there who matchmakes the fights. What'd you call it?
Not Tom Brown. I think I'm mixing him up with PBC.
That's PBC. Jorge he earned his respect and gained the opportunity to fight for the belt. So it's not like someone.
Well
and
deserved.
Another thing too, he's never been knocked out. He has 33 wins, 26 KOs, 4 losses coming with 5 yesterday, but never been stopped. That's a tough son of a B.O.B.
So he's one of those guys that you would honestly say, like, he's not an elite fighter, but he can compete with elite fighters, that guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Those are those guys that you put in to test your prospects because he might upset the apple cart, and he did with Conwell. Now, I will say that, I think if Conwell would have a rematch, because now I didn't recognize the guy. I saw the highlights for the Conwell fight. If Conwell were to have a rematch, I think he would beat him. And it's so funny that he did beat Conwell because prior to that loss, I would have said that Conwell probably would have
beat
Xander. Yeah, not by a lot. I would have, because to me, and we're probably going to get there, but I'm going to skip ahead just to say Xander, like I said, I respect his skills because I keep remembering that the kid's 22 and he's just so good. He's just such a great boxer. He has good frame on him. He obviously has some pop, but like I said, I think if he was a bit more vicious with his countering, then he would get more TKOs or knockouts. But, if that doesn't happen, he's a really great boxer.
I also think that the atmosphere, his going for a world title.
Puerto Rico?
It kind of, it was Puerto Rico versus Mexico. But in MSG, with all the fan base coming to see you, he might have had a little bit of pressure, let's say.
Oh, the fight was in New York.
Yeah, if I was in MSG.
Got you.
So there was some pressure there that I wouldn't say he didn't live up to the hype. But I think he was a little bit more nervous to do something spectacular for his first world title.
Yeah,
so maybe he was a little bit stiff. He was instead of letting it go the way he normally does on a guy that he's beaten before, or a guy that is just for his title shot. I think he was a little bit more cautious and a little bit more focused, which made him a little bit more tentative. Thomas Hill says salute to you.
Yo, big up yourself, my brother. Yo, I'm Jay. Did you see the fight from the beginning? No, it's all good, Thomas.
I want to say Damn, did I watch it? I'm sorry, my brain. I'm having a
No. It's all right. Did you catch it from the beginning? Because I was on my
yes, I
first
did.
one right back.
Yeah, I watched. Yeah, I did. I saw it, and I saw. I think up to like round 6, and what I was observing was the guy didn't have the feet to keep up with Xander, but
Flat, man. Flat.
when he swung his hand and let off, he was hitting them, and he placed his shots well. But Xander was the mover. Xander was the one
Xander's
dancing.
slippery,
Xander
bro.
was the one like, all right, I need to be here to throw this. And the guy was like, where you at? I'm gonna come find you. Where you at? I'm gonna come find you. So it was more. I thought that the guy might have caught Xander a couple of times to catch him like, whoa,
Yeah.
let me rethink my approach, or not wobbled him, but definitely caught his respect with his power. But it did, like you
for
said,
sure.
it did not stop it didn't stop him from it didn't stop Xander from his own approach to the fight and how he was going to approach doing his business. So I definitely respect that.
Nah, for sure. Would you say that you would say Xander have a chin? Because I'll be honest, like I said, I only got to see the highlights. I need to wait till they come out with better highlights of the full fight. But I don't know if he ever looked hurt. And he got caught flush a couple times and he kind of pushed through, like
Yeah.
you said. It
So he
definitely
had
did
a
hurt.
beard. I've seen this guy's 26 knockouts against who? I don't know.
Yo, a
Mexican
knockout's a
fighter.
knockout, bro. A knockout's a
I've been
knockout.
knocked.
You've been in the
I've been
ring.
knocked out. Listen. I've been
See, I
knocked
wasn't gonna
down.
say
I've been
all that.
knocked out.
I wasn't gonna say all
I
that.
know,
I'm
but
not
I'm
bro.
a
I'm
man
not
about
bro.
myself. I'm a
Yeah, I
man
wasn't
about
gonna do
myself.
you like that.
Listen,
But
I felt the
disclaimer,
punch, and
disclaimer. Jeff did not train properly. He didn't listen to anything I said. So I don't even count that fight, bro. That doesn't count as a fight for you. That counts as a wake-up call that you need to respect the game of boxing. That's what that was.
absolutely. And when
You feel
someone
me?
says sparring, you better go in there to kill them. Ain't no sparring in boxing because
Nope.
sparring is touch. Like no. This guy was
No.
out for it was head high. But
Right away.
uh Xander, I would say at this present moment is the weakest 154 pounder.
Yes.
Is the weakest.
I need to see him. So what this weekend was good because I personally think I don't want to call these guys he's fought before cab drivers because he's had a couple of solid guys sprinkled in there that we know of.
Yes.
Like that weak champion Texera.
Correct.
From Brazil. I
Which
think
was a
that
good
guy.
fight.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
That dude always holds his own. Once again, respect him.
Yeah,
Former
tough
champion.
fight.
Or
Absolutely.
he's a former belt holder. I think those guys are more belt holders than full champs.
Right.
But I say
We're
that
going
to
to
say
discuss that as well. What a
yes.
belt holder is and what a champion is.
Right. I say that to say when you now that he's had this guy, someone who's beaten an Olympian like Charles Conwell, someone who beat someone like Charles Conwell who's a heavy hitter as well. He went in there, he dealt with him. Now I want to see him against somebody that we know who's athletic, who can crack.
Mm-hmm.
Because once we see that, and hopefully he wins, but once we see that, then you know for a fact what he can do. Now, if he can beat one of those guys, even if it's not the exact creme de la creme, they have so many options. If he could beat like a Telez, somebody that can move, that can box, I mean, that guy's under him. But if he can beat even, I'll give him respect if he beat an up-and-comer that we're talking about with those criteria. And then from there, we can know, like, all right, how would he handle Virgil? How would he handle Sebastian?
Who
How would
would
he
you like to see
handle
him fight next? Because Sebastian Fundora dropped his WBO belt to allow Xander to fight Garcia for that belt and become a champion. So it's not an obligation, but you didn't take it from a champion. You fought for a vacant belt. So who would you like to see him possibly at 22 years old? Let's remember this. I'm not gonna push the guy into a freight train and then be like, yo, I don't know what happened to his career.
right?
But who would you like to see him fight at this level? Because he is a champion and he has to move like one. So who would you like to see him in the ring with next?
I would
You good?
say that's tough, bro. If you're are you by your computer, let's line up the rankings because I think with
Okay.
this, there's
The
so
WBO
many.
rankings.
Yeah, there's so many WBO first, and then think about the other ranking. But WBO obviously makes the most sense. I have
Well,
so many names in mind.
that's who he's the And
No, I know he's the thing for, but who's next? That's what. Like, call out
who's
the
next in
five
line?
guys,
Okay, I got you. I
five
got
guys
you. I got you.
underneath him, because the reality is, aside from the champions, in the ideal world, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I would like him to fight someone who's not a champion, but we know is
Yeah.
up there in terms of skill and matches those criteria that I mentioned. Athletic, who can
Former
thump.
champion. Yeah,
It could be a
or
former
a former
champion,
champion.
or somebody who's right there. That's why I said who's underneath him.
I got a name for you.
I would have said Lubin, but because I have a soft place for Lubin, I want Lubin to win a championship, and then he can go fight and lose to somebody. Because Lubin's on his way. He's on his way out.
I got a guy for you.
Who?
He fits the criteria of ex-champion, mover, and can possibly thump.
Brian Castano?
Keith, one-time Thurman.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I would be honest. I would edge Xander. Because if Xander has a beard like we think he is, and because of Keith's injuries, I think he still thumps. But I think Xander also has the volume and the movement. And to be real, Keith is a great mover, but now you got a kid that's pretty much 5'11", good wingspan, who can move just as well as you and is literally 10 years younger than you, more than 10 years younger than you.
But just think about the optics, though. Former champion.
No. It's a beautiful fight. I'm just saying I would actually edge Xander.
Okay. But that's a good fight for him, though.
Prime Keith Thurman, I would have put him top 3 in the weight class already. But
that is a good fight.
That's a great fight.
If anyone's listening out there,
as long as he don't get knocked out, Xander, I'm saying, as long as I would prefer if he wins. No offense to Thurman, but I've been wasting my time. I'm actually a little annoyed with him. I would prefer if Xander wins, but if Xander lost, no shame on his back as long as he put everything out there. If he lost just because of experience, Keith Thurman is very crafty, So
trash talking go crazy too.
What you said?
Okay. Oh wow. Whoa. Man, look at these rankings. Sorry, I just pulled it up. Took me a minute.
Yeah.
I apologize. Technical difficulties.
Do you know how to share it? And does it allow you to share it in StreamYard or not?
Nah, because I'm on the computer, then I'm on the phone doing the StreamYard. So we can't all see it. We can't. Matter of fact, let me see if I can flip my camera. Hold on.
Nah, no stress, bro. Let's get to it. I know we trying to maximize the time. It's all good. I'm an orator. We'll talk through it.
There we go. Nope. I make that a little bigger. So in the rankings, we got Xander Zayas and Jorge Garcia Perez. That's who they just fought for the championship. No, that ain't gonna work. You have Josh Kelly, Jaron Ennis is number 4, Erickson Lubin, number 5, Sergey Boyacek, number 6, Jesus Ramos, number 7, and Keith Thurman, number 8. You got Madrimov, that's 9, and you have Charles Conwell, number 10. So, that's a gauntlet. That's a gauntlet.
154 is the best division in boxing?
Bro,
is 154 the best division in boxing?
It's got the most potential in boxing. It's got the most intriguing fights in boxing.
Yeah.
If something, but you see, you got to have somebody that's crazy enough to run the gauntlet, like Jamel or Jamal Charlo. I can't remember which y'all, right? Y'all twins. Charlo. Mel. When Mel run the gauntlet at 154, it should be more respected. His undisputed run.
Look
at the names,
bro.
That's a top 10.
What's funny is that I will always respect Jermel for that, and I think he's the only one that really had a. If you think about a lot of the undisputed champs, Usyk ran the gauntlet at cruiserweight, and besides him, who else?
And at heavyweight. Well.
That wasn't really a gauntlet. Right now, I mean,
AJ had 2. AJ had 3. He had 3 belts.
You'll hear me out. When you say running the gauntlet, guess you running through multiple champions or multiple high-quality contenders to get where you are. Where you look at, like what you just said, you can look at Jermel Charlo's last 5 opponents and be like, dang, a lot of these guys might go to the Hall of Fame.
Josh Taylor?
What do you mean?
140. Undisputed. His undisputed run. Running the gauntlet.
Once again, he ran the gauntlet. For sure. So Jermel is up there. He needs to get his respect. Canelo ran the gauntlet. Canelo had a great run.
At 168, not 160. But those are some intriguing fights. Let's jump off WBO. Xander Zayas, Callum
Xander,
Walsh, Nikita. Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's
Oof.
so now that you went through the top 10, dude, he has a lot of. I'm gonna be honest. Every single person you named is a
Can
50-50
be.
fight for Xander. Actually, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say 50-50. Some of them are not 50-50. Like I love Xander, but Duran, it would be a good fight for about. I mean,
6.
he could take him the full 12 rounds, but Xander liked to fight. So
Yeah.
I
With
can
him getting
see
hit.
like, yeah, 8-9, Duran breaking him down real bad, 9-10, getting him out of
A
there.
Sergey Boyachuk.
Boyachuk is tough, bro. And Bakram I would
Boyachuk
put
is
up
tough.
there because Bakram is built like a brick house.
All
He's
right,
like the
hold on.
better
Let's.
Diaz for 154.
All right,
So
we're gonna.
Bakram, but I
Mhm.
need to see more of Bakram. But so I would put him with Sergey Boyachuk. I feel like Boyachuk has the chin, but he don't have the power that I have to worry that Xander couldn't handle. But it's a fantastic test. And Boyachuk did he become a champion or he fought and lost in the
Um,
championship fight? I'm trying to remember against Virgil.
I
Oh, that
believe
was the
no. Virgil was
that
the
was
interim. The
yes,
interim. He
that
won
was
the
the
interim belt.
controversial win. That was
Yes.
controversial.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
put him in
Yes.
Boyachuk. To me, Boyachuk is still undefeated. Put him in there
I
with
said the same
Boyachuk.
thing.
You could put him there with Conwell, but I feel like Conwell needs to earn another win to deserve
Okay.
to be back up there.
I mean, he's
Duran,
ranked.
no.
He's ranked number 10. So
Stay away from Duran. Madrimov, yes. Madrimov is risky though,
he
because
is. He was a mover.
Madrimov's ceiling is still higher. I don't know. He moves almost too much. It's like he's a very beautiful, aggressive mover, but then he just don't throw enough volume. And if he can't hurt Zayas, Zayas is going to win on points. But it's going to be a hard fight, and Madrimov does crack. But I would say Madrimov, Boachuk, like I said, special play. If I didn't have a special place for Lubin, I would have said feed him Lubin. I think he beats Lubin. I don't think it's 50-50. I would 60-40. Jesus Ramos is a wild card because he's slow, but he
He
has
could
great
crack. Yeah.
timing and he's big and he can crack. So that I would 60-40 for Zayas from experience and from polished boxer. Who else did you say? The champion. Who else did you say,
Josh.
bro?
I feel like Josh Kelly is not a bad option either. Josh Kelly.
Josh Kelly would be a great fight. It's a great publicity fight to get Xander exposed to the UK, and I think he beats Josh Kelly. He got way too much of a gas tank for Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly's slick though. But I also
It's
think
good
Josh Kelly
fights.
power didn't carry to 154. He's a
It's
weird
good.
size.
He's lanky. He's like fundora.
Kelly?
But like,
Who? Josh
no,
Kelly?
no, no. I'm
Lanky?
sorry. Xander.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I said Josh Kelly's a weird size because he looks like a perfect size for a welterweight, but then when you see him next to other people, he's very full. I think he's like 5'9.5", 5'10". So that's why he had a hard time making welterweight. But I just don't
Right.
think the power translates
It
because
does. Yeah.
I just
There's
don't think it
something up there,
translates.
bro. All right. So let's get into the IBF. A guy who's not very popular, not very talked about. Bakram Maltazaliev, the
When is
European
his next
fighter.
fight?
So he's been ordered. Like right now, I'm in the ranking system. I'm looking at it. Erickson Lubin is number 1, and I believe the IBF ordered that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Bakram wants to fight Josh Kelly. The IBF is one of those strict organizations that you're not going to go against what we already have, what we ordered. They might strip him if that's the route he chooses, unless he can find an exception for why he doesn't want to fight the number. Because what they do is they rank someone number 1, leave number 2 vacant, and then you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way down to 10.
Got you. That makes sense.
So
Yeah,
let me
I
just
think that'd be a
run the
great fight.
gauntlet of IBF as to who are potential options for him. Even though, like I said, he's been ordered by the IBF. You got Erickson Lubin, Josh Kelly number 3,
Oh shoot. Okay.
Callum Walsh number 4, Sergey Boyachek number 5,
Mm-hmm.
Connor Ben number 6,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Ramos number 7, Keith Thurman number 8, Uesma Lima number 9, and Adriel Holmes Jr. number 10.
So wow, great
It's
option
not.
there.
But it doesn't seem as terrible.
No, it doesn't seem as
I think
stressful
it's
as
that
Sanders.
rehydration clause. So I'm just gonna write in the chat a fight that I would possibly like to see for Boyachuk. Sergey.
Wait,
I mean, that's
no,
not
not
Boyachuk. I'm
Boyacek,
sorry.
Bakram.
Yeah, Bakram.
Who
So
you gonna say? You
doing
go
it.
first, and I'll tell you who I'm thinking based on what you just said. I got two. Do your two. Do two.
I mean, Lubin and Boyachuk.
Huh. Okay. So
What's your two?
we are even for one. Here's you gonna say I'm crazy, but this is me thinking about his career. I would say
Mm-hmm.
Lubin or Keith Thurman, but I know Thurman wouldn't want that. Thurman would be ignorant exposure for Bakram. People still talking about Bakram like he a whisper in the wind. And most people are putting respect on him, but there's some people who still talk about him like he's not like that. And he's really I think he's
Yeah,
really like that. But I
it's
think
because he
Thurman
beat
would give him a hard time because of the feet. But I think he would hurt Thurman. But it would be great
man.
exposure because Thurman is, he's not a household name, but he's well known. He's known across the world for sure. That would be a great fight. But separately from that, from his career, looking out for Bakram's career, I would kick Keith Thurman, and I would think I would lean to what you just said, Sergey and Lubin. Give Lubin a shot. I think Lubin gets knocked out, man, or he's gonna have to be on his running shoes. And Lubin, to be honest, he don't have great feet, even though I know he's a good boxer. I wouldn't say he has great feet. I don't think he uses his feet enough. So when he does, the fight comes across boring. It doesn't
Yeah,
look efficient like Xander, and there's not even talk about him
punching
being
with
efficient.
precision. Punching
Yeah,
with precision. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, so for a guy who like, in my, I don't. What do you think about him versus Boots?
Bakram,
Former I. Yeah, yeah.
Bakram versus
Only because of the
Boots
IBF. Yeah.
would be a fire fight. And I'll be honest, it's tough, bro, because Bakram the type that he could upset it. Don't get me wrong, I'll put Boots, you know me, I love Boots. I put Boots against anybody from 147 to 160. But Bakram definitely got the style where if Boots cannot break him down, I don't know what the last 3 rounds look like. But then Boots is so intelligent, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to chop the tree down. I think that's the way I would do it. If I know this guy got a good chin and I know he hit bricks, he has bricks for hands, excuse me, I'm chopping the tree down. So like 1 to 6 is all focused body work. Speed
Speed
only
to the
power
body.
to the body. That's it. Keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving, but like 2 spaces out, right? And Duran is beautiful with that. He'll stay right there and still be away. But Bakram has height as well. He has good reach. So that's a great fight. And that would put Bakram on the map, win, lose, or draw. I can't see
Right.
Duran knocking him out cold.
I would. So my thing is for for a guy who needs a marquee name to get himself into like a bigger spot, like to get the bigger fights. I need to fight someone that's going to give me the appeal to want to fight me.
For
So
Duran.
for Bakram. For
Oh,
Bakram.
okay. Honestly, I
Because
think that would work for both, bro. That would be a win-win for both. Because
Philly, Atlantic City, maybe New York,
I would say New York.
somewhere where
Maybe Philly. Maybe Philly. You could put that in a. Bakram's still not well known, but where would you put that? I would say just put it in Philly. But I will say this: it would elevate
both.
It would elevate both. But hear me out. Any kind of hype if anyone still thinks Duran is a hype job, I feel like he shut people up already, in my opinion. But that would completely shut people
Quiet the
up.
noise.
He's
Absolutely.
going up there to one of the most, you would have to say maybe
Dangerous.
one or two debatable top 2 in the 154.
My
and
opinion.
If he beats him, going up a weight class, go straight for one of the strongest champions. First of all, put respect on my boy's Boots name. Number 2, bump Boots up. Because to me, even if it's only 1 extra title, but I think Bakram is so dangerous that if you got Boots at number 10 on your pound for pound, bump him up to number 7. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I like that.
I'm being dramatic, but that's what I mean. That kind of win should bump him up, and then from there, it's only should be Sebastian or Virgil Ortiz. Nothing else. If he can't get Crawford, of course, which I don't think, because I think Crawford's done after the Canelo match.
Yeah, win, lose, or draw.
Who else you got? And
We're
Virgil.
gonna go
So
to
what
the
about
W
Virgil?
versus who? Versus Bakrum?
No, isn't Virgil like a champion or he's interim champion?
No, he's an interim at
C.
WBC. So unfortunately, because you're in one ranking system, you cannot be in another. So he's going to only be ranking, especially that he's the interim champion, right there for a title. But we're jumping to WBC and we skipped over WBA, which
Oh, go. Yeah. My
there's
fault.
there's a lot of confusion at the
Yeah.
WBA because the belt holder is training for a fight 2 weight classes up.
Yeah.
Now, do they order a interim fight because
He's talking
someone's
about
already
for
won
Crawford,
an
by the way, folks.
yeah. Do they order a fight for the
Blue
interim
Stacks.
title? It's already done already. They've already done that. So what does the sanctioning body do with a belt that is not being fought for, and you have guys pretty much in the division waiting? Which I guess this happens a lot, especially with Terrence Crawford and the way that he goes about his business. But
I mean, I feel like it's
okay.
not that serious. Go through the gauntlet, and then I'll tell you what I just assumed should have happened already, or
Right.
could happen soon. I mean, but go through the gauntlet, and I'll tell you.
Well, what does the
Of
interim
WBA,
titleist for WBA, does she get elevated to the
does
top
he get
spot?
elevated? He should.
You want
should.
to tell us?
Oh, he's the interim. He's not ready to be a champ yet.
He got 10 fights, undefeated.
He's like
He's
10
the interim
fights,
super.
7 knockouts or something, 8 knockouts. He's
Mm-hmm.
good. He's good. I like him. He's good.
Okay, so
But I
the
haven't seen enough
gauntlet.
though. I haven't seen enough. I think he gets cracked right now based on what I've seen. Who's
So at
under
number
him?
Baharu, Baraou. He's 16-1. You have Jesus Ramos. You have Carbarno. You have Agarco, Madrimov. There's a lot of names in the WBA that I don't know.
Don't know.
I see Goucher on here, number 11.
No,
There's a
Boucher.
lot of
I got
there's a
mad love
lot
for
of
Boucher.
there's a lot of fighters in at the WBA that are not unknown but
unheralded.
not well known. Yeah,
So let me. Sorry to pause you. So the dude
you
named with
good?
the
You good?
B,
Yeah.
he needs to fight like a Terrell Goucher. He needs to fight somebody between 7 and 11, 7 and
Right.
12, but a known name. Tellez should fight Jesus Ramos for the interim, and they should strip Bud as soon as he's done with Canelo. Because I want Bud to enter as whatever he has to have at least one belt. I think he's got stripped from the others, but he has to have at least one belt. But I would like, it's great when he enters as still an active champion when he fights Canelo,
Yeah.
former 2-time undisputed, blah 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 blah, current
Yeah. I
champion.
mean, the
But
rankings
they need
don't
to
go
strip him.
anywhere.
They need to
Yeah.
strip Crawford as soon as the fight starts.
He walks in the belt. Yeah.
He walks in, the bell's done. And Jesus and Tellez should fight. Jesus Ramos, he's not super popular, but he's popular enough where he's
Yeah.
more of a name than a lot of the guys you mentioned besides Goucher.
Now,
So it'll give a little more notoriety and a lot of respect if Tellez can beat Ramos. Ramos comes from a fighting family, a respected fighting family. So I
I
think that would
like
be a
the way
good
this
fight.
guy does business. I like the way this
Yeah.
guy cooks up in his head. He be like, Well, let me throw another caveat. Let me throw a caveat to you that you might not be aware of. When Jerron Boots Ennis won the WBA title at welterweight, he won the super belt. Not sure if you're familiar with the super.
So is he still
but
going to be champion until they strip him, or he has to completely let
no,
go of the super champion?
he's allowed to go up and
automatically number one. Oh, he gonna beat the brakes off of Tellez. Tellez is nice, bro. Don't get me wrong. Tellez is nice. How big is Tellez? What's his stats? He like 5'10" as well.
Let's
But
see. Viewfighter info. Let's see.
Jerron 5'10" is like a 5'11", and he got
Dude, tall, bro. He plays ball, bro. He plays ball like for fun. He plays ball like something different with that man.
Yeah.
So
Tellez
that's another caveat that I think people are forgetting.
Yeah. Tellez probably.
Let's see.
He's
5'10". He's 5'10", orthodox.
What's his wingspan?
He's got let's see. Hold on. 74-inch reach.
74-inch?
Yeah.
Tellez? Yo, that's longer than you. Oh,
Man's
he
a
might.
tree,
So
bro.
yeah,
That'd be a good fight. I think that'd be a good fight.
yeah,
Then that'd be a
bro.
good scrap.
Wow. So he's actually bigger than
Yeah.
I thought. So he's pretty much on par because I think Duran only have a 72 or
Yeah.
73,
Thing is
something like
Cuban, and
that.
he's Cuban. He's
And he's
Cuban. He's good with the
Cuban. That's a
feet.
good fight. That's a good fight. So
Good
here's the
style
thing.
matchup. Talk to me.
So Duran definitely would get respect for that name.
10
It's not
fights?
gonna.
I
It's
feel
not.
like
It's not.
it's the Madrimal thing all over
It's a
again.
matter of, as I'm saying, he'll get respect in the community, but he's not. It's not a notoriety ring. But for
Yeah, it
Tellez,
won't be a big name.
as long as Tellez don't get knocked out, that's a great fight for Tellez. He said, "Hey, I went 12 rounds with Jaron Ennis, and I gave him the hardest fight of his life." Because it could be.
It could be.
Even if Jaron outclasses him, I expect Jaron to outclass him. Experience, age, um, um, um. I just have to say experience and age. Jaron, I believe, is strong, but like you said, now you told me Tellez's dimensions, and from what I remember, he's a solid. He looked like one of them Dominican bulls from uptown.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, when I saw him, what he did to J Rock. Now J Rock was way past his time.
I know J-Rock
Just
Chin is
he wanted to get back in there to possibly fight for a world championship, but the way he was done up by Tellez, I was like,
it's been cooked. It's been cooked for J-Rock. It's the chin.
yeah,
If J-Rock
yeah,
chin was better, we would have seen him number one get some of these wins that honestly
not fade.
yeah, because he either fades or he gets wobbled so much that once upon a time he wasn't getting wobbled like that. So
Sure. Hard to
that's
straighten
why
that thing, man.
Pacquiao does so well because he's always this comment's coming through, bro.
He's tough. Now that's me talking. I'm putting in just so that way. Yeah. Well, my possible fights at 154 and trying to figure out who's the best. And I had put Bakrum number 2. Bud, I guess you have to put him 3 because he's one fight in and leaving the division. So for me,
Bud at 154. Sorry to interrupt. Bud at 154.
No, you good. You good. You cook, man.
I understand why he's doing what he's doing, but man, I would have liked to see him fight a couple more times just to solidify how great he is. Because every other fight after Madrimov would have been an uphill battle, just like Canelo. Except these guys are younger and they're all bigger than Canelo. Literally.
Still wanted to see that Jamal. I still want to see that Maul versus Bud. That fight goes crazy. Charlo versus Bud. Come on. Come on. Best jab versus best jab. Oh my God.
Yeah. Can I tell you what?
That's a dream fight. Talk to me.
When Charlo and Bud was talking trash, I said to myself, that is a hands down 50-50 fight. And here's why I say 50-50. Because of Jamel's size and his chin. Skills wise, it's not a 50-50 fight. I think it's definitely 60-40 in Bud's favor. Bud is nasty, bro. He's legit a computer.
I give him that. But as far as the fight and how it plays out,
Oh, Jamel's chin is granite, bro. What was his nickname? Which one was Iron Man? One of them was Iron Man at one point, and they
one was Lion. Yeah, Lion. Lions only.
Jamel's chin, even when he got dropped by Canelo, remember he got hit, and then he thought about his life, and then he took a knee. It's not like he got hit and dropped. I don't think I've ever seen Jamel dropped clean.
Nah, I think that was the first time he was put down, and he hasn't been back since. And to me, it's a robbery to the sport that a guy goes up to 168, tries to be great or whatever, undisputed versus undisputed, and they take all his belts for the attempt of trying to go up and go somewhere else. I'm just like, damn, like, come on, ranking system, like, give him one. So now he's the WBA in recess, and as soon as he came back,
they stripped him completely.
Somebody put a comment in here as well. Mel and Harris too was some of the cleanest inside fighting I've seen.
Did Harris win the fight this past weekend?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So not too bad for 2.5 years old. Yeah.
I just saw the knockdown, and I'm like, oh, Harrison. But even Harrison, we forgetting that was at 154 or 160.
I think it was. Well, I gotta check.
Because Harrison is a big guy. He's skinny. He's skinny like a ball player, but he's a big dude. He's like 6'1".
Yeah. Let me see if Tony won. Let me check on Tony. I seen his name too. I said, "Is this the Tony Harris?"
Yeah, I thought he was done. I mean, Tony that fought Jamel and gave Jamel problem. Both Tonys from the fight 1 and fight 2 should have beat Tinzu. But I just think
That,
he once the fight started, I don't even know what I was watching. I'm like, Tony didn't win,
nah,
or
it
something's
felt like
wrong.
his sea legs. Yeah, it felt like
Yeah,
it's like,
from the beginning, like an old. He was like that OG that, like, the hands still work, but the legs is gonna fail him. That's what he looked like. It looked like he aged 10 years, and the baldy don't help.
that's true.
The
It's
baldy
true.
don't
And
help. But I like Harrison. He got skills. He
when
got skills.
to me, the way he was talking, bro, I was ready to put the house on Tony Harrison to win
No,
that fight.
100%,
You're not
100%.
ready. You had to take the ladder. This I said, yeah, because he's sweet, bro. He's sweet over there. He got it
Yeah.
good. And then Tony said, I said, no, Tony.
Yeah.
I might have been real upset about that fight, for real. Because the
I wasn't
talking
upset,
and
but
the
I
skill set, I was like, yo,
yo,
Tony
he's
could
gonna
really
he's
do
gonna do it
something,
again.
bro.
Yeah, I stood
Tony
up.
could do
I
something,
stood up when he
bro.
got caught, because to me, the first 6, 7 rounds, I'm like, this is a fight. And the second fight, Tony was
Yeah.
in there. Jamel looked like he was edging the fight. I did have Jamel winning, but I did not see that coming. So when he cracked him, I said, "Oh, Tony, no."
I mean that was good shots, and it just shows the smart because I feel like you throw the punch once. He did win last night. He won by what does it say?
Split decision or majority?
Uh, event. Hold on. About. Thank you, BoxRec. You be doing some good stuff sometime. That's just I ain't paying for. What did it say? Hold on. Scorecard was unanimous.
Nice.
90, 96, 93, 98, 91, 97, 92.
What was that young
And
man's
that,
record?
check it for you right now, sir. We had Edward Lula Diaz. Oh, now they're trying to charge me money. Get back out of here. Get out of here. What we doing? BoxRec, I just gave you a compliment. Did you hear me give you a compliment? Can't see it right now.
Yeah,
I can't see his record.
I think
Yeah, you got
at
it.
some point, I don't want to ever pay for
Oh,
boxing.
15 and 6. 15 and 6.
Oh, okay, not bad. How many knockouts? 10?
Nah, let me see. How many times has he been knocked out? He can't be knocked out 10 times. He only lost 6.
No. I said how many knockouts does he have? You're
He
nuts.
have. I got you.
You crazy, bro. You crazy. You crazy.
Give me a second.
I'm just checking my computer.
Nah, you good. You good, G. You good. We cook it with hot grease, man. I think the 154 division has gotten everybody riled up to the proper amount that now we just want to see clash of heads, clash of titans, clash of champions versus champions. We want to see these guys fight the guy right behind them or the guy in line or I think this guy can do something. And we don't want to see nobody being like, I'm taking a year off. I'm not interested in
tired of
fighting.
that, bro. I'm tired of that. And
boxing is failing us because these dudes want to treat it like they sports athlete. You don't get no time off, nigga. You're back in the gym.
This is your job. We paying good money. We
showing up. If the stadium is empty, I'm like, all right, cool. Boxing ain't cool no more.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear no complaints about when you lose, because it's stuff like this. Get in the gym. I was listening to Emiliano Vargas talk about, I think he's about the fight he just had was his 3rd fight already. He want to fight at least, he said 2 more, but his pops is like realistically 1 more. I love when these young guys just want to fight all the time. Live your life, do your thing, make your money, stay in the gym.
The problem is that
smart about these guys.
Last night was Top Rank's last show under the Top Rank umbrella. I'm not sure if you know that. Like
under the ESPN umbrella or the Top Rank
so
umbrella?
ESPN.
Yeah.
So ESPN and Top Rank, that was it. That's the last one. So until they get a streaming platform of where they're going to have these fights, I just say start throwing guys over to other. Hey, go over to the zone, go beat up on some. But now we need to see Emilio Vargas versus somebody on the zone side.
Yeah, I mean,
Kid Austin. You know what I mean? Like
I don't want
Kid Austin versus Emilio.
And the only reason I say that,
too soon. Not season.
It's a little too soon, but I think Emiliano is a star. Even if he gets found out that he's not A class. So far, he's the best one out of all the brothers. He got the look.
Yeah.
He's a charming kid. He's well spoken. I want to see him do well, and I think
You trying to
it
Jaime
doesn't.
Munguia the guy, man. Stop Jaime
No, no,
Munguia
no,
the guy,
no,
man.
no,
40
no,
fights and he's fight
no, no, no,
nobody.
no.
Come on.
That's not what I'm saying, cousin. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because you said Kid Austin, I was gonna finish
Yeah.
off and say Kid Austin. I see the same. That's why I wasn't in love with Kid Austin fighting Shakur because I thought it was too soon. And I think because they're both on their way and they're exciting, I want to see them at the top fight each other. Now, you give me any one of those guys that have fought Keyshawn recently, or you know what I'm saying? Give me one of those guys for Emiliano. Yes, get him tested. Or even the dude that knocked down my boy Abdullah. That little
Mhm.
dude needs to
Yeah,
get.
yeah. With the back, yeah. Of course, he needs to be in more test me fights. I was gonna say read that comment, but you just jumped on. There should be a year-round tournament per sanctioning body on free TV, worth the winning fighting on pay-per-view or DAZN or Netflix. Boxing is the wild, wild west of all sport. Absolutely. I've always said that boxing is a sport disguised as a business because there's
Boxing is
so
a
much
sport
money
disguised
that,
as a business. Oh,
yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it seems like they put the business first instead of boxing.
Business first, correct. But we didn't get a chance to discuss the number one, in my opinion, fighter at 154, a guy who's not a belt holder, a guy who's
Sebastian.
defended his belt, Sebastian the Inferno Tower
Towering Inferno.
Fundora,
Yo, can I tell you what's funny? I didn't even get to watch the highlights.
brother.
I didn't get to watch the highlights, but based on what I heard, I know people who I listened to people who literally was hating on Sebastian 2 fights ago talk so
He's
highly. That's why
he's
when you text
changing,
me, I said I'll put Sebastian at number one while Crawford's not there because he's earning his spot. The amount of different people that I rate that was like, yo, this man is he's using his range. This man is getting creative with his combos. The volume is still there. His gas tank is still there. He is a skinny, dangerous problem.
and
Number one.
it's as if his beard has improved since the Brian Mendoza fight.
Yeah.
Tim Zhu hit that guy with a lot of get the fuck off of me shit.
For real?
And
I gotta go watch the
absolute
highlights after we get off.
when I tell you, you're like, he's going down or he's backing up. Sebastian stood there and said, 1-2, 1-2. I said, oh, you're different.
Yeah.
You understand the game now. Like, you understand where your stature is. Maybe he's changed some things as to where he's best able to let off his punch and possibly be at the end of other people's punches because of his range. But there's a fluidity to him now. There is a thought process behind his work. Like, his uppercut was always his best punch.
Yeah.
But it'll come out on the third shot of his combination. So he'll 1-2, and then as you expecting something to come back, uppercut. And that's a deadly punch coming from a guy that high with that type of range. Spence is the
Well, who said what about Spence?
Spence in the shadows. He's been training quietly. His second run might be worth the watch at 154. Yeah, Spence has been training. He's back in the gym.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Be honest.
I love Spence, but I'm not. I need to see when I see one fight, then I can agree with that sentiment. But as of right now, I think Spence gets cooked by all of these dudes. If you're taking his last fight, I think Spence gets cooked by go back to Xander's list. Xander's gauntlet. Spence gets cooked by the top 5 for sure. And then underneath the top 5, he has a problem with everybody down to 10. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Based on what we saw. And based on even what I saw with him moving those couple of these little clips up and out, he looks good in shape. But I just don't think. I think it's just not there. I just think it's not there. And if I don't know. We gotta see. Like I said, if he looks remotely decent, then yep, I'm on the bandwagon for his next run. But
so how much of this have you? How much of this have you had for the day? Because you got to be drinking.
All right.
How much?
I put money on it.
How much Pennsylvania whiskey have you been sipping? Because it's only 1 o'clock.
Money on it. I will put money on it. It's not about, if you're talking Spence, who beat Ugas or Spence who beat Danny Garcia. Not even the Spence who beat Danny Garcia. I would say right before that. Spence who fought Sean Porter. Spence
I don't
who
think
fought
that the
Sean
chat's
Porter
agreeing with you, brother. I don't see that.
All right. Who
Dapper Douglas, my guy. Hold on, let me put it back up. Sorry.
Dapper said I'm bugging. Dapper said I'm bugging. Yo, I respect
here's my logic. Here's my logic. Here's how I view it, right? A Spence in shape at 154 does so many different things that these guys are accustomed to seeing that makes him viable in these fights. I'm not saying he's gonna whitewash. I'm not saying he runs through, but cooked is different than losing a close fight. His fighting style is different from like every guy on the list has a different fighting style, from Xander to Bud to Bakrum to Fundora. Each of them fight so differently that Spence gives each of them trouble because his fighting style is so unique to him. The body punching, hold on, just his fighting style though. Like,
yes,
will he in turn get hit, get hurt, can be put down? We've seen it, so it's not like we're blind to it. But we have to put also his skill set along with who he is, and I don't think he gets cooked. I just think it's a more competitive fight. I would love to see him versus Bakram Makazali.
No.
I'm sending you Spence to get.
No, give Spence. Let me tell you something. That beatdown was so bad, and I think the problem is the beatdown was so bad for someone that, you know, if everything was okay, even if he still lost, the Spence that I know, because I know him, right? The Spence that I know would have never got
the Spence that I watch versus Bud.
The Spence that I know, I would have stood to you, looked you in your face, and told you Spence could run the gauntlet, and I put him in there with anyone from 147 all the way to 160.
You don't think Spence could beat Jesus Ramos right now?
I don't know, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, give me an answer, bro. Don't fish around. Yes, no. All right.
Based on how he looked against.
I'm calling Al Heyman. It's okay. I'm calling Al Heyman. It's okay.
Based on how
Jesus Ramos, who got a draw with Barrios, is that the Jesus Ramos we're talking about?
No, you see, that's how you know you messing up, bro. You talking about his uncle Abel Ramos.
Abel got a draw with Barrios. Okay.
Jesus got the
did he
loss to Lubin.
Joey Spencer? Lubin?
No, he beat the brakes off of Joey Spencer.
Okay.
Right. Ramos was on like 25. So he's gonna be just fine. He's just a little slow. So that'll be a great fight for Spence to come back to. But that's a hard fight because Spence ain't knocking him out. Spence is not knocking him out, bro, because that kid is like him. Because remember, Spence has had the advantage of fighting like a Mexican, but being 5'10", Texas strong, Jamaican strong, right? He's going to 154 where you got Jesus Ramos, who, if I'm not mistaken, got a longer reach, is Mexican strong, and an actual Mexican with a beard who's 25. Slow, sure, a beautiful timing. Beautiful timing, great volume. That is a hard fight.
Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly.
It's only a hard fight because based on – it's not a hard fight. Let me clarify.
Spence, I'm trying to get you a win. I'm trying to get you a virtual win.
I would 100% edge Spence against Josh Kelly, even the Spence that lost to Crawford. But if I'm taking the Spence who lost to Crawford, his timing was so off. Josh Kelly is slippery enough where that'll give him problems longer than it normally should. That's my caveat. But once again, it's all based on, let me see the first fight, bro. Everybody who's Douglas, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I'm with y'all. I will be with y'all 100%. But let's see. Okay, how about this? Y'all work with me. Let's see Spence in training camp. Let's see a couple training camp. Let's see a couple pad work videos. That'll tell me enough, bro. Remember, I'm in the gym every day. That'll tell me enough. I'm telling you, that'll tell me enough. I mean, not cute pad work. Not no. I'm talking about scenario-based pad work like what Derek James does. 1, 2, 3, boom. Keep your hands up. I want to see.
He's not with Derek James anymore.
No,
So
I know. I use
yeah,
Devin
yeah,
Haney's
yeah,
as an
yeah.
example,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
for
as an
me,
example, because
yeah,
yeah, when he hit him in the head a couple times in the fight, everybody was like,
yeah. That's
"Y'all
what I
seen
want to
this?"
see. That's what I want to
Okay,
see.
okay. Listen, I know that your break. Salute to everyone in the chat. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your the viewpoints. Sebastian Fundora #1, Bakrum #2, Bud #3, and Xander Zayas #4. That's how my ranking at 154. Xander, who is youthful, has the opportunity to stay at that weight class and develop into and beat some good guys to become
Yeah,
#1. Um,
I
he
think he
just
should
became
too. I
a
don't think he should
belt
go anywhere.
holder. A belt holder is someone who doesn't defend their belt. I'm sorry, I forgot to go over that. Someone
Yeah,
who, in their first defense of that fight, loses their belt. Those are belt holders.
belt
They became
holders. Yeah,
champion,
they're just
lose
holding
their
on to the
belt,
belt for a second.
holding on for the next guy. A champion at a weight class is Sebastian Fundora, someone who's defended his belt multiple times and has beaten the top level of competition while defending his belt.
And he
That's
earned his
why I
belt.
have.
He didn't he fight for a belt? Wasn't that
Yes,
or he
he
got
fought
elevated?
he fought he fought Tim Tszyu for the belt
Oh,
on short notice.
oh
But
yeah.
then
Okay.
rematched Tim Tszyu, and in the meantime, in between time, fought some couple of guys before that to defend his belt. So that's what I'm saying. Like he's had that belt now since he beat Tim Tszyu, and he's defended it. I want to say 2 times now. So as
Oh
far
yeah,
as
but he was a
154,
champion before that because he unified when he fought Tim Tszyu.
yeah, the WBO was I think vacant at the time.
Oh, okay.
Some wildness was
Either way,
going on.
Sebastian's legit. That's the point we're making. Sebastian's legit now. He's a quality champion now. He's
Correct.
turning
A
into a
guy.
quality champion for sure. I'm excited
Correct.
about him.
And I would love to see him versus Boots.
Yeah, and he also just is
It's
a nice kid. He seems like a good kid. I'm rooting for him.
yeah.
This guy just got a
I,
degree.
yeah,
Oh,
we
we
rolling
forgot to
for his
talk about
sister.
Shushu.
Yeah, underwhelming performance. I'm upset. It cost me some money. I see you
Oh
calling
boy,
out everyone, but in my opinion, you should have stopped that guy.
you
And
should have. That's what
then
Tim
you'd have
Bradley
made a
said.
big enough. You could have made a big enough statement where there would be no doubt that you wanted that guy. I've noticed that as levels of competition has increased, this guy was undefeated. He was a tough kid. The knockouts or the punching power,
Has
you didn't
dissipated.
knock the guy down.
He could have knocked the guy down. No.
You
I
and
think he needs to
I
get
feel as
back
if you're
to pure
headhunting.
boxing.
Yeah, body,
Yeah,
bro.
he needs to go back to pure boxing,
Stop
attack the
letting
body,
the
and the
hype. Go ahead, kid. Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm come
No,
hype.
no, no. I agree. I know. Yeah, I feel the emotion, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you. He
Wow.
he
Brownsville
was feeling his
bullies. Stop
power.
letting
He
them
was
name
feeling
you,
his power
bro.
too much. He was feeling his
Yeah.
power too much. He was feeling his power too much, and he definitely can crack. But he's not. I think he
Oh,
started to think that he was a power puncher, and he's not. I would
you're
say
a
he
boxer.
fights
You
like a
can
power
punch.
boxer, but he's not even a power boxer. True power
Yeah.
boxers really be cracking. Jaron Ennis is a true power boxer because if you put your money on a knockout, your money 90% of the time is going to be good. With Bruce, I wouldn't say that because Bruce doesn't
Bruce.
design and curate his things as a true power boxer. You see what I'm saying? So, but he acts
And
like he is the way he tries to hurt
what I
people.
saw in the fight was a little bit of arrogance as to you're already smelling yourself before you get the title shot. I
Yeah,
get it. You're frustrated in wanting the champions. And there's a guy literally there who should be giving you the opportunity. But you have which
Espinosa.
belt you have around yeah, but you have the WBC
Yeah.
hanging around
Yo,
around
so I'm gonna be
your
real.
thing.
What's the
Cool boy
tallest guy?
cooks him. Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna tell
Espinosa.
you. I think Cool Boy's too slick, and Cool Boy's not little. Cool
Cool.
Boy's a big. Cool Boy was actually to me way too big for those smaller weight classes because he like 5'7", and he was
Yeah,
fighting at
that's why when
122. I
he's
don't know how he made 122.
just being
And
disciplined, Muslim, being
Shushu, how tall
disciplined.
is Shushu?
Don't ask.
5'8".
Come on. You be asking questions that are supposed to just pull these things from where, bro? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, these man's dimensions.
Sometimes you know the stats. But either way,
Nah.
Cool Boy. Now the good part is for Bruce is that Bruce should
There you
have the
go.
power advantage. Bruce should have the power advantage, but Cool Boy nice, bro. And Cool Boy, he already been knocking down undefeated fighters, so I think that's a hard fight. I also think Bruce loses to Espinoza right now, based on what we've been seeing lately.
And Espinosa's a dirty
tall,
ass
bro.
fighter too, bro, and dirty. There's a lot
So
of elbow throwing, a lot of Yeah.
I wouldn't call. I don't want to put that on the man. I don't want to put that. I'm
Yo,
not gonna do
Shushu's
that.
5'8", kid. Shushu 5'8".
Yeah. What's his wingspan? He
Hold
don't look
on.
like he got long
72.
arms.
72.
72. Oh wow, longer than I thought. He just looks so little to me.
Yeah, it's because
But
maybe
yeah,
the competition.
maybe also because he's fighting in a small weight class because he just looks like a smaller frame. But
Hold on, let me check
yeah,
let me check our board.
Shushu versus what's his name? That's a fight.
Let me check Steven
Espinoza.
Fulton.
Nick Ball would be a hard fight, but I think he beats Nick Ball.
All right. So
I don't think he
is
beats Raymond
5'7".
Ford.
He's 5'7", and he has 70 inch.
Oh, Raymond Ford is at 130.
This is Cool Boy step.
Yeah, Cool Boy's moving
5'7",
up.
70 inches. No,
Okay, gotcha.
right. He moving up. Yeah, he moved. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Cool Boy's
fighting on
moving.
Shaki. He fighting on Shaki. We know that already.
Wait, Cool
Shaki
Boy's gonna
Foster.
fight Oshaki Foster?
Yeah, for his
How's that?
120, 130
Wait,
belt.
so he's jumping from
Yeah, 126 to 130.
130,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
is he
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go back down to 126?
Who knows?
Because
Probably
Bruce
not.
is at 126, right?
Yes.
That's
I
interesting.
think anyway is 122.
Yeah. Because he
The
beat
little guys want to mix it up, but no guy wants to go up or go down to go get that work. They just want to talk about the guys around their perspective division.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you got to go chase that smoke. So he fought well. I wanted
he
to
fought
see
well.
more because
Sorry, I should have said that. But we wanted to see
he
more.
could have done
He
more
fought well
because
champion.
we know who he is as a
Yeah.
fighter and his development has been a certain way. Don't let them trick you out of the Brownsville bully wrecking guys. You can once you do the work. Your boom hits are after calculated hits prior, and that's what sets these guys up. That's why you've been knocking them down. I think you fell in love with the power. Not a lot of body work. I didn't see intention. I just saw you wanting to be spectacular with your punches. You wanted to hurt him and make a statement and stand over the guy and make a speech. We rock with you. So we got to be brutally honest with you. So
yeah, of course.
rocking with you. I've met you.
I think Tim Bradley said it perfectly. Whoever y'all need to watch that interview. He was a little tough on him, but he ended it pretty much aligning with what we said. He said, "Yo," at the end, he definitely said, "Yo, Shushu, you know, I got mad respect for you. You're still my guy." But now, what I want to see, what the people want to see, we need to see more. And that wasn't it, my guy. That wasn't a championship level.
And that was his first 12-round fight, so I wouldn't push him in a 12-round fight for a championship. I would give him 2 more or 1 more versus an ex-champion, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's just how I feel. Because who goes from a 112-rounder to a championship level? That's different, bro. That's where the guy knows, oh, you got 3 minutes? All right, I'm up on the scorecards. Okay, come get me. Or a guy who puts in the work the first half of the fight and knows he just has to steal. There's a lot more thinking that has to go into that type of behavior. So you need championship level experience to go take on a champion. These guys have been 12.
So this could be unpopular. This could be popular. But I personally think Shushu needs a rematch to Gawa. Put a coffin on that. Decisive, dominant win or TKO him. Yeah, that was a little controversial for me.
It was tough. Fight. It was tough. It was tough.
And then put him in with a former champion, 126. I'm at my computer now.
The problem is that the market for these fights are not very big. That's this is why. Not saying you're an undercard fighter.
Market,
I know, but listen, top rank is all about that guapo, that money. That I told you, it's a business. That's our time, by the way. I know.
No, you're right. You're right. No, that was wifey's joint, but no, definitely time. But
yeah, I mean, this was good cooking. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people in the chat commenting and giving feedback. Consistency is the key to all success. I'm going to continue to say that on every live. Be consistent in life, be intentional, and be great.
That's it.
Go ahead, bro. Cook up a little bit.
Hold on. Last thing. So for me, I'm looking at the rankings. I'm looking at 126. We sleeping on Angelo Leo. Angelo
We're
Leo,
not.
to me, he's the well.
That's a
I'll say
good. That's a good
obviously
champion.
he is the
That's a good champion.
sleeper. He's the sleeper of the group because he's been through the ringer. He's lost already. You know, I'm looking forward to the
Came back with a
rematch.
devastating knockout. Yeah.
Devastating knockout against Venato. Yo, honestly, put Shushu in with Venato or Robisi Ramirez or Brandon Figueroa. If he can get through one
Wait,
of those
bro,
guys,
BC is still on that side of the street? Nah, top rank. You're.
that's what I'm saying because I think they
I'm
was trying
sending
to
an
push
email,
Robisi.
bro.
They was trying to push Robisi Ramirez so much that they not. Yo, honestly,
That's a great fight.
you can guess what? I got you. This is when this is going to tell me if you really know boxing. Put him in there with Rais Salim. Look up Rais Salim.
I've heard the name. I've heard the
That's
name.
who I wanted Fulton to fight at 122.
Rais
Good
Ali.
kid. He's a strong kid. Good chin. Strong boxer. Very long arms for the division. I think he's only like 5'6", 5'7". Stupid wingspan. I don't think he's elite, but I think he's really good.
But wouldn't you have the
good.
opportunity to get a Robisi Ramirez, a former champion, an Olympian, on your resume
that would be my
on the same side of the street, bro?
on the same
That
side
should
of the
be
street. Give him
right.
Lewis
If I can,
Neary. Who? Let me see who was Bruce Carrington. Let me
who
see.
knocked that?
Give
Who
him.
knocked
You
down
could give
anyway?
him. You can give him Carlos Castro. You can give him Joette Gonzalez.
Yeah, you
I
know
would love to
what?
see him with Joette. Joette took a tough
Yo,
loss. He should have won
shout
that
out to
last fight.
Pull Out Bandit, who I was talking to in the comment section, where he said it's Shushu's fault that they're not matching him. And I said, nah, it's his promoter. But with so much smoke and who they're bringing to you, you got to be like, nah, this ain't it. I need to build my profile so that way I can go fight that or him.
Yeah,
Listen,
I agree.
Mr.
And
Vibes.
yeah,
Go
man,
ahead,
it's
go
just
ahead.
so much. No, that was it. I mean, so much we can. But I like Joette. Poor Joette, man. I want him to get a win because he been trying, bro. That last loss
Joette
was tough.
Gonzalez?
Yeah, bro. I think he should have won that last fight. But I said that to say Joette been in there with a lot of dudes. That would be a great test for Bruce. And then I think it should be Figueroa or Robisi Ramirez. I'm with you. Those two are all three of those are noteworthy wins. Robisi would probably be maybe Figueroa will be the most noteworthy.
Figueroa, the heartbreak kid. Come on, bro. The looks. Come on. Spanish versus black.
His sister is the one that's married to Barrios.
Yeah, bro. It's just.
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah. To me, it's right. Name recognition, former champion that can still fight his ass off and lets me know, yeah, he's ready now.
Yeah.
He's ready now.
Sagawa, Figueroa, give him a champion.
Yeah.
If he can get through those type of guys, give him a champion. I think he needs a Figueroa, though. He needs a good name like that.
Bro, there's so many names that it's upsetting. Where are you finding these tough Africans, bro? Like what's going on? By the way, stop drinking early in the morning, bro.
You're so crazy. But yo,
all right, bro. Yes, sir. Signing out.
All right, brother.